actually really prepared.
WWE NXT is here at Full Sail Live at Full Sail University, and you can probably tell by the shirts who they're fans of. It's Jenny, Izzy, and Cody of Tampa, making this a family affair, family outing. The cool thing, the biggest thing, the most fun thing about this is Izzy is officially Bayley's #1 fan, and we have proof of that, and we'll get into that in a little bit. First of all, I just want to ask you all, what made you decide to go to the matches, get involved even back in the day in FCW, before it was NXT, and then to NXT? So I'm going to start with you, Cody. What was it like bringing the family to the shows?
I loved wrestling as a kid, and having a little girl, I knew it wasn't going to be off limits for a little girl to love wrestling, and so I was hoping that she would love wrestling as much as I did. And so as soon as we started to bring her, she got hooked, and she loved the characters, she loved the action. I remember she was like 3, and she just kept on asking, why are they wrestling in underwear? That was the biggest thing we had to get over, but she absolutely loved it, and it was fun family time. That's what wrestling is all about.
For you, you're from New York, correct?
Yes.
So back in the day, you got to go to Madison Square Garden?
No, I was a Nassau Coliseum
Nassau
kid.
Coliseum, all right. So what was that like?
Oh my God, it was great. My dad would take me to Nassau Coliseum, so when I get to come with Izzy, it's like I'm a little kid again. So Nassau Coliseum was amazing. I got to see the Hulk, I got to see Andre the Giant, I got to see amazing matches. It was awesome because my dad took me all the time.
The Nassau Coliseum, is it now, it does not exist anymore? Is this correct or no?
I think they're shutting it down
or something like that.
The Islanders are moving to Brooklyn.
So you got to see something, history in the making, so to speak, now.
It was amazing.
And then Jenny, what was it like for you? And talk about some of the wrestling that you watched and what you enjoyed.
Like I was saying, I loved watching wrestling with my brother. Saturday morning, we'd turn on the TV, watch a few matches, the TV would go off, we'd run into Mom and Dad's room and start wrestling. I was always Hulk Hogan, my brother was always Andre the Giant. I always won though, just for the record. But I just think back then, wrestling was all about the fans, and I just remember as a kid looking up at these wrestlers as idols, as heroes, and I think to have your daughter have an actual hero, especially somebody like Bayley, we get to see that unfold personally, and I think that's just an incredible thing to watch.
That's another thing too. These superstars and divas are so great with their fans.
They really are.
No matter where they are, they're signing autographs, taking pictures, just being so good for them. How do you feel about that compared to, and let's not be negative toward the other athletes, because they all have their own thing they do, but about the superstars and divas and what they give back to their fans?
They're role models. As a dad, I couldn't ask for better role models. Bayley, even Sasha, I mean all of them. The ones that play heels, the ones, they're all role models. They have a positive effect. You see them doing stuff in the community, you see them doing stuff for their fans. It's just, I couldn't ask for somebody better to look up for, especially somebody like Bayley that's worked their tail off their whole life, and that's made it in a business that's very tough to make it in, and now she's a pioneer for little girls. Her, Sasha, Becky, Charlotte, all of them. I don't want to discount any of them, but it's truly just awesome to have that a little girl can look up to somebody and not worry about, oh well, are they going to do this? Are they going to be off color about this? No, they're on 24/7.
Now Izzy, first of all, I got to ask you about the outfit. We got to get you to stand up, so you can stand up right there. I'm going to get this all in here. So let's do this. This is so cool. With the shoes, all with the leggings, and then the arms especially, because now you got to tell me about the outfit. How did you design this? Who helped you? What pieces do you have here, and who gave these to you?
The flags, my friend Rachel, she made them for me.
She made them for you. Is she a Bayley fan too, or just your friend?
She's my friend, and I would say she would be a Bayley friend.
So she made those for you. How cool was that? That must have been a huge surprise for you.
Yes, it was.
And then what else do you have here?
I have this. It was from Bayley. She made it by herself.
And she gave that to you?
Yes.
How cool was that? What did you think about that when she gave that to you?
I thought it was very sweet of her, and I knew she would hand out headbands like she always does to everybody. And then this headband is very, very special because I gave another one to Bayley for TakeOver, and the reason it's silver because of the title, and I knew she would win it.
You knew she was going to win the title, so how big of a moment was that? How do you describe that moment, seeing Bayley finally, after all those tries, get the NXT title? What was that like for you?
It felt very happy. I felt really happy inside. All I just felt like Bayley, Bayley, Bayley. I was crying really happy because I knew Bayley tried a lot of times, but she said, like you said on the microphone at NXT, that she let that title slip out of her hand, but this time she didn't, and especially tonight she won't.
What do you like about Bayley?
I like about her that she respects everybody, and even if you don't like her or you don't know who she is, or it's your first time, she'll still give you a hug or a headband.
Tonight she's going to be wrestling Sasha Banks in the main event of this Iron Man match.
Yes.
Now, what do you think's going to happen in this match? How do you think they're going to do, especially Bayley?
I think Bayley is going to win because I know she had the belt for a short amount of time, but I know she still needs to keep it so she can be the NXT Women's Champion.
And I have to ask you about a special day. I guess it was after the NXT TakeOver Brooklyn match. They came back here to Full Sail. You went, and something special happened to you during that show. Tell us what happened.
Well,
you were sitting in the stands.
Yes, I was sitting in my seats, and I was getting ready for the show, and I was really excited because I knew it was Bayley's first match home. So these two men came in, and so they said, is it going to be okay if I can go in the ring since I went to the Performance Center? And we said yes. So when Bayley came out, she ran around the place, and then my dad helped me get over the rail, and me and Bayley did her entrance with the high fives.
What was that like? The crowd must have been going wild. What was it like for you? What were you thinking when you were in the ring?
I was thinking, I don't know, I just felt really happy. I thought it was a dream come true because I always wanted to be a wrestler because since Bayley, when I saw Bayley, she just inspired me to be a wrestler.
What would you think if someday they had NXT Women's Tag Team titles and the tag team champs were Bayley and Izzy?
That would be pretty cool, but I know Bayley won't be a wrestler, but I know I want to be a wrestler, and
You don't think Bayley might be a wrestler that long? You never know.
Maybe she could be famous, she would be a Hall of Famer, but I know my dream could come true because I believe in myself and I'll never give up.
That is awesome, Izzy. Those are good morals and values to have and share with everybody. You are awesome. Thank you all. Jenny, Cody, Izzy, enjoy the show tonight.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I can't get my meat. I have LG. Who's the LG? LG anyone?
Go Sharks! No more. Come on.
Oh, her.
I found it. Quick autograph.
Sasha, can I do a picture with you?
Don't be on the phone.
No. Congratulations. Fantastic match.
Right here.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I look like this.
No, I got it.
Amazing. Congratulations.
Like, kind of like start to finish. Like, I felt a little bit of a connection to it. It's your hard work, not mine, but I was feeling the feels too.
Match of the night.
Just
It was
incredible. You've earned it. And,
Thank
awesome
you so
job.
much.
like pat on the back. Thank you.
Right over here. This was easily my NXT match of the year, no doubt.
So far, I just
You're gonna be here tomorrow, right? You're gonna be here tomorrow, right?
Yes, of course. Champ.
That means no sleep.
Don't worry about it. We'll drive in the West Coast and come back tomorrow. Can you sign that?
So stupid.
Oh, that's the broken one. Maybe she can use the good one.
You want me to sign
We don't like
this
broken. No, she didn't
got
say
it.
it. My daughter doesn't like the broken one.
Oh,
No,
okay.
none of us like the Brooklyn. You want to carry this Brooklyn?
Pen's not working very well.
I know.
No, I think
Kind of there.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Great job tonight.
congratulations.
Sasha, get your picture.
I got your shirt on. Lighting going. Definitely win for a first great match.
Sasha. All right.
Nice to meet you guys.
Hey guys.
All right, night's over, guys. Thank you so much, Sasha. That's all I need.
Sasha.
My night's over.
She's real tired, as you guys saw.
Yeah, of course.
Had a hell of a match tonight.
Been to a lot of shows.
Really? Where are you from?
Ever since.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Where
Hi,
is
guys.
San Jose show? Oh, really? I miss California so much.
I appreciate it. Well, you can hold on to it.
I got it. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you for coming all the way. Thank you.
NXT Women's Champ Bayley coming off a tremendous, outstanding, incredible performance at NXT TakeOver Respect. What did NXT TakeOver Respect mean to you?
It meant a lot because obviously it's in the first ever women's main event on pay-per-view and first ever women's Iron Man match for WWE. So it's just so many things in the Dusty Classic tournament. Just everything, just being a part of this NXT at such a special time. It was, I don't know, there's so many things, there's so many different reasons what made it special, but being in there with Sasha Banks was definitely something that is, I don't know, very, very special to me.
How big of a statement was it for women's wrestling last night?
I hope a huge statement. We're trying to really, I mean, show that wasn't just a one-time thing. Like, we don't just want a main event to be once in a while or a special event, or we want it to be come on the regular and not come off as like that it's once in a blue moon. You know, we want to take it to the next level and keep making it on bigger shows, bigger and bigger stages.
What did you learn about yourself last night?
I learned that kids' dreams aren't as crazy as they seem. They are when our parents think we're crazy when we're 10 years old and we want to be a pro wrestler or whatever. And I pushed myself really, really far and went through a whole lot to come out with the title. And I don't know, dreams come true, dude.
How grueling was that match? How did you pace yourself? That was a legit 30 minutes.
Yeah. Taking deep breaths throughout the time. I was looking at the clock like over and over, and I was like, man, this is really long. It was, I I knew it was going to be tough, but once you're actually doing it, it was harder than going through all the pain, getting thrown into steps and having to go wrestle for 20 more minutes was just, it was really, really tough. But
what did you think of Sasha trash talking Izzy and taking Izzy's bow?
Man, so I didn't see that happen because I was knocked out on top of the stage, but when I heard the crowd booing her and I looked up and I saw her wearing the headband, I was like, what did she just do? She just do what I think she did. Then I saw Izzy crying, and it was just made it way more easier just to beat her up once I got back at her.
Do you know if Izzy and Sasha made up?
Well, I don't know if that's a spoiler, but I guess it's okay. You know, they made up afterwards.
You mentioned family before. Was your family in attendance? If so, who? And what did that mean to you having family there, if they were there?
My dad was there and my boyfriend. My mom didn't get to come this time, but she was in Brooklyn when I won the title, so it's okay. But my dad's never been to a Full Sail event or anything. He went to the show in San Jose. So it was really, really special having him there because I grew up watching wrestling with him. So for him to be in front row and just watch me make history was cool.
Did he have any words for you afterwards?
He was crying, so not really.
The crowd was going nuts for the match, and then you look and you have Lita, Charlotte, Becky, Stephanie McMahon, and Aiden all there. What was that like for you with the crowd going nuts and then having all of them there as well?
It was, I was trying not to think about it throughout the whole match that they were actually sitting there, because Lita was my absolute favorite growing up, and Stephanie was somebody I always looked up to as a woman in the company and the industry and everything. And them having the first ever main event on Raw with The Rock as a special guest referee. Like, I remember watching that like it was yesterday. And they have my peers, Sasha, or I keep saying Sasha, Charlotte and Becky in there, that if it wasn't for them, Sasha and I wouldn't have been in that position that we were. And they helped us get to that point. So it was like we were all there together, and it was, man, I can't even explain.
Did you hear any of the chants?
Yeah. I heard it, almost everything, I think. They were just seemed so pleased with it all, and I don't know if they really cared what the outcome was. They were really just there for us.
How emotional and cool was it when the whole locker room paid the respects and came out and did that whole pageantry at the end?
I remember like seeing Triple H come out and seeing Mr. Regal come out, and I was like, oh man, that's really cool. And then it wasn't until I saw, you know, my friends coming out and seeing the guys like Tyler Breeze and Ty Dillinger and Sami Zayn, everybody like clapping their hands with like tears in their eyes, and seeing like Carmella and Emma, just like people I'm really close to, and it was really touching. Like, it was a very magical moment, and I just had to turn away, and I was like, what is going on? Like, I don't know how I got in this position for people to care and respect us for what we just did, and it was amazing.
And from that, what does the future hold for you and for the women, the divas?
The
wrestlers?
Future, there's no limit to where we're going to go, because a year ago nobody would have ever thought that we could have main evented a TakeOver special in a 30-minute Ironman match. It's insane. There's really no limits, and we are going to keep raising the bar, and not just in WWE where the Divas Revolution is going on. We have a whole new, fresh roster here in NXT too, and it's just going to keep getting bigger and better.
Last question. After the show, you guys are tired, battered, bruised. You're wearing, I think, a Sasha jersey, and Sasha's wearing one of your I'm a Hugger jerseys. First, two-parter, what was that like, you guys showing the respect that way? And two, you guys, I stayed, I usually don't, signed every autograph and posted for every photo for every fan that was there, which I think is amazing. God bless both of you for doing that. But what can you say about just you guys, the respect, and then doing what you did for the fans?
Yeah, that's really what the whole match was about, was just, over the years we've gained so much respect for each other, as we both started here and we both trying to get to the top. We're racing to the top, and just so happened that we met at the top in the main event, and it's we just feel the same way about it, and me wearing her shirt, it's kind of like it kind of feels like a shot at her, kind of like sarcastic, like, ooh, I'm wearing your shirt. Like, I kind of feel like that's what we're doing, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't know, it is a respect thing, and I know for her, she doesn't know if she's going to be coming back to NXT, so she really wanted to spend the time with the fans and just let her know her appreciation for them. And for me, I'm always out there, I just got to see my peoples, that they're always there for me.
Congratulations, thank you so much, incredible last night.
Thank you.